Okay, so I just got the new Five Nights at Freddy's Jazwares plushies, and yeah, let's just take a look at them. Starting off with the main man himself, Freddy Fazbear. So here is the Freddy plushie. Now, what can I say? It does look like Freddy, and it looks like the plushie version of Freddy. Like, these plushies aren't too different from Funkos, but there are some differences. Like, the eyes are a little different. They're not like popping out. The eyes are just flat. And yeah, I believe the colors are also a little darker on this one than the Funko Freddy. I also want to say this plushie is really soft. That goes for like every single one of these. These plushies are soft. They are way softer than Funko's plushies, and I'm a big fan of how soft they are. And I also like that the nose isn't hard, because one thing that I've never liked about plushies is when the nose is hard. Well, I wouldn't say never liked. I do like it sometimes. I don't have a problem with it anymore, but when I was younger, I didn't really like the hard noses on plushies. But yeah, Freddy, I think he looks good. He's really soft, like really soft. I love how soft this dude is. But yeah, let's move on to Bonnie. So here we have Bonnie himself, Bonnie the Bunny. Now, same with Freddy, he looks pretty good. He's also pretty soft. Not as soft as Freddy, but still pretty soft. I like the ears. I think they did a really good job with the ears. I just really like them, and I really like that they're floppy. But he's got his red bow tie. That's pretty much it for Bonnie. Although this is the second Bonnie I have. I actually have two Bonnies because this is the first one I got, and as you can see, it came without a bow tie. So I had to buy another Bonnie, and this one thankfully had a bow tie. But yeah, now I have two of these guys. But yeah, that's it for Bonnie. Let's now have a look at Chica. So here we have Chica, and I'm also really happy with Chica. Now, this is way better than Funko's Chica plushie, honestly, because Funko's Chica plushie was a monstrosity. And I also really like that she comes with a little cupcake. It just gives the plushie so much more personality, and it just adds a lot more that they gave it a cupcake. And she's also got the Let's Eat bib. I think it looks pretty good. Also, there's a little bit on the back there. Although, the text is kind of cut off at the top, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I don't really notice it, so I don't really care that much. But yeah, other than that, it's Chica. Not really much to say about her. So now let's move over to Foxy. So yeah, here we have Foxy, and yeah, it's Foxy, of course. Got the eye patch, which cuts off right there at the ear, which I think is accurate to the actual in-game Foxy plushie. And yeah, he's also really soft, just like all of the other plushies. Now, I do have a problem with this plushie, and that is the teeth. The teeth aren't really that visible. I just don't really see the teeth that much on Foxy. And also, I think they're kind of ugly. They just look kind of small and ugly, and I don't really like them, honestly. But yeah, that's it for Foxy. He looks good, and he's soft. I really like how soft these are. And now, finally, we have the puppet. Now, I was kind of surprised to see them make the puppet in their first wave, because, like, the first wave, it's just, like, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, and then just suddenly, the puppet. Now, it's not as weird as them having Nightmarian as well, but, yeah, I don't have Nightmarian just because I don't have a Hot Topic in my country. But, yeah, here is the puppet. And I think the puppet looks really good. I think it looks a lot better than Funko's puppet plushie. And I really like that they didn't use like plastic for her face. The face is actually just the same material as the rest of the plushie, which I do really enjoy. Now, this plushie isn't as soft as the others, unfortunately, but I don't really mind it that much. And she's also got her stripes, which I think looks good, the buttons, which I think looks good. Yeah, overall, I think this is a pretty solid puppet plushie. So yeah, those were Jazwares' first wave of Five Nights at Freddy's plushies, and my impressions of them is that I think they're really solid, and they're really high quality for the price. Now, are they the best, like, FNAF 1 plushies out there? No. I think Sanshi does a better job in, like, replicating this style of plushies, but, like, Sanshi is pretty expensive, and these are pretty cheap, so I think, like, for the price, these are really solid, and just in general, they're just really solid. Because, like, I think they got all the details pretty well. They're really soft. Like, I can't get over how soft they are, because they are really soft, actually. And I'm also real excited to see just what Jazwares does next with the plushies. But anyways, I want to hear from you guys. What What do you think about these plushies? Let me know in the comments below. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye!